Hello everyone and welcome to episode 2 of Megaman 02. In the last part we started off the game and looked around the base. And now we're actually going to be doing a mission. First off, we're going to be heading over to where the snake is, the Forest of Dices, where we have to rescue some resistance members. In this, I'm not even going to read that. Pretty much, to sum it all up, they sent in some resistance soldiers, and they got stuck. So now it's time for us to rescue them. And this guy's running away like a little wuss. Now, this is where I'm going to get into something with this game. This game, I think, is the hardest in the entire Zero series. It's mostly because some of the bosses, if you don't have their respective weakness chips, are incredibly difficult to defeat otherwise. Actually, I thought I killed that guy. I don't think you can. Can you even kill that guy? I know you can in 04. But also, this is where I'm going to get into a new mechanic in the series. I get one later in this part, but Zero actually has multiple forms in this game. You get different forms depending on what you do, be it doing certain attacks more often than others, or collecting certain items more than others. Like, one I'll be getting later on is active form. I believe you have to dash attack a lot of enemies to get that. And then if you attack while jumping, you get the rising form, which makes your third slash go upwards. But first off, here's a new mechanic. Also, here's a new mechanic, I mean. Using this to Indiana Jones your way across everything. I'll say, the chain rod is a lot more useful than the recoil rod. Well, not the recoil rod, that's 03, than the triple rod was in 01. Not only can you take his shields off enemies, but you can also swing around like Indiana Jones, and that's always a plus. Plus, it is essential for getting certain certain cyber elves, like this one right here. If you have a form that you can get later on, which gives you a double jump, you can get this easier, but more easily, rather. But, right now I have to do this. Adjust myself properly, and swing! And gotcha. I don't even believe these are really good cyber elves. I'm just getting them so I can say I got them. And now for a mini-boss. At this point, you cannot hit this thing with anything. Actually, you might be able to hit him with the chain rod, but I just decided to use the Buster because it kills him in 3 shots as it is. Booyah. Get the Cyber Elf and hug his mouth to go through this little secret passage, actually. Now, as far as I remember, there's nothing really back there. Also, the elf we got from him is a rare one, Putnik, or Putik. I believe that is pretty much the Totten of this game. I don't know, I might be using it later on. Because there is also another new mechanic in this game. You're going to see them later on, but there is things called EX skills that you get from bosses. You need to have an A or S rank to get them, and S ranks, even though are extremely hard to get, so I'm sticking with A. Even though I somehow glitch an S rank later on, I'm not sure how. I think normally these games are really stable, but this run, there was a massive glitch in this later in this part. I get a 52 points, which is usually a B to a C rank, and I still got an S. I have no idea what happened. Games really like to do odd things when I'm recording them. Not sure why. You'll see it later on. I'll mention it because there's only 2 stages in this part, because the stages are a lot longer in this game than they were in 01. I used to be able to do 3 in 15 to 20 minutes. Now I have to do 2 in 20 minutes. Or 15 minutes. And to rescue these guys, I don't even know how he got in there. He was kind of stuck in there. To rescue these guys, you just need to talk to them. Now, the thing is, as you might... I didn't show me activating them in 01, but there were 4 Cyber Elves in the first one that you can get subtanks from. In this game, there are only 2. The other 2 you have to find throughout the levels. In fact, they're both, I believe, in the Forest of levels. Whew, I barely made that. And to get them can be kind of a pain, especially with that one, because you have to use your chain rod skills very effectively. Now, I was an idiot here. I forgot to move this thing over so I couldn't jump, so I decided to make a very risky jump. I was like a millimeter away from those spikes and death, which would have cost me the A rank I get here. You gotta wonder why some Resistance members have different uniforms than others. Maybe it's because the ones with the different uniforms, aka the ones in the original, are the ones from the original game. Also, why is the Ruins blinking at me? That's kind of weird. Anyway, this is the one guy that I can understand you missing, because... well, actually, no, if you... maybe. I have never lost this... I'm a guy who very rarely misses the 20, the 15 to 20 on the mission completion. And now we're at the boss. Give that back, and your life may be spared. What are you waiting for? Run! Okay. This is a restricted area, even for us Neo-Arcadians. You will never leave here alive. And this is, this guy. I don't even remember this guy's name. And this is where we also start to see... I think this game has the hardest bosses. First off, have your Z-Saber on, not the Chain Rod. Now, mind you, one thing I never really showed off in the original game is that you can actually get a 3-hit combo, and you can do about as much damage as a charged attack, if not more. But with the way this guy works with the stage, it can be kind of annoying. It took me a while to beat this guy. No, if only that baby elf was in stone, I could have easily destroyed that nameless soldier. Snake? Snake? Snake! Yeah, the stages are definitely a lot longer than this. Still Supreme Edge. You captured the EX skill of High Leg or Buckle. You got the laser shot. That's I'll show... I don't even show them until after this part, until towards the end of this part anyway, so... It's been a long time, Zero. X! I can no longer rest. Both baby elves have awakened. The baby elves are still children. They cry for their mother as they tremble from the loneliness. What's your point, X? The baby elves will do anything to reunite with their mother. Stir the humans' minds and bring chaos. It's all to meet their mother, the Dark Elf. The Dark Elf that I sealed. Wait, X! The Dark Elf. I sense exposition. Yeah, can you tell this game's a lot more cutscene heavy than 0-1? Yeah, I won't be really reading the before and after mission dialogue. It's not really plot important. And well, it kind of is. Like, now we have both baby elves in CL's lab. And now we're immediately going on to the next one, which I actually recommend you take on last, because even I die lots to this guy. I recommend you take on the Polar Bear next, or, I don't even know his name. But I'm going off to the one on the far right. Our mission in this one is to seize supplies from this train, which is actually a Neo-Arcadian train, which will actually pass through a certain territory of a certain green man. And this is also the stage where the weird glitch happens. We'll see it later on. Good luck! Hey, look, it's a recycled sprite from 0-1. Not that I blame them, because you only see the trains in these two games. But first off, come right to the left here to find a very stealthily hidden Cyber Elf. Now, the gimmick with this level is, you're gonna have these little warning lights coming along, and then there'll be an electric thing that comes over that you can jump over, but watch out for that, because that took me by surprise the first run. You can go underneath them to hide them from them, but it's overall, you can go up the top and you'll be just fine. Also, if you want the active form, which is the form I really am going to be using, because it ups not only my speed, but it allows me to do that jumping attack I love so much from the other games. I believe, was it Japuga in X4? The spinning rolling attack in the air that you do. It was one of... I did it a lot in the 0-1 playthrough, I believe. I don't even remember how you do it in 0-3, though. I don't need it in 0-3 anyway, I can destroy that game as it is. Jump! Hey, you killed something. I love it when that happens. Ow. Ah. These enemies for some reason make a return in 0-4. I'm not sure why. They do nothing besides that. I don't even think the weapon that you can get. Wait, I almost spoiled some from a mechanic in 0-4, but what you can do with them is not that useful unless maybe in the development room. And now it's time for the mission objective. We need to guard these supplies. If you've seen it throughout 0-1 in this stage, there will be those yellow guys that drop off the tires. Just do one jump attack to kill them. Actually, I'm wondering, is it the dash attack that gets you the active form, or is it this? So I'm actually gonna look. The active form is gotten through. Yeah, it's the dashing slash. If I had done, I'm thinking of the rise form, which is my second favorite. Actually, I should probably say this right now. In terms of forms, there's normal, which you get from the start, active, which you get from killing Z-save things with dashes, energy, which you get from collecting large energy crystals, defense, which you get from charging the shield boomerang. I'm sensing that I just died. Yep. You get the rise form, which you get from mid-air Z-saber slashes, proto form, which you get for beating the game, X form, which you get from killing enemies with the Z-buster, power from pulling things with the chain rod, erase, which you get from reflecting shots back at enemies with the shield boomerang, and then the ultimate form, which is absolutely broken. Actually, it's pretty much the normal form plus one, and you have to use and find every cyber elf. Hey, you. Don't you know that this is Master Harpooya's territory? Huh? A minion of the Resistance Force. I shall stop you. And this guy is one of the hardest bosses I've ever faced in the series. Well, the thing is, first off, if you can get crushed in the middle, I believe. And everything else that's not on the trains is instant death, and it does some damaging attacks. I highly recommend that you go to the polar bear guy first, just so you can have an easier time with this guy with the ice chip. But luckily, 3-hit combo fixes all. No, I can't believe this. Master Harpooya, I'm ashamed I was not good enough. Yeah, even I die in 0-2 quite a bit. And here's where the weird glitch happens. I get a 20 on that, but everything else I do extremely poorly on, and S rank. I do not know how the hell that happened. This is the first time I've ever seen a glitch in this game. I don't even think it's a normal glitch. Either the game just felt really sorry for me, or I don't know. Because, well, maybe. Yeah, the game just probably felt sorry for me. Or maybe the LP curse just decided to kick in and let me do something cool for once. Anyway, for beating him, we also got... Well, actually, we got 3 things. We got the EX skills, 2 of which are with the Buster Charge Shot, the Active Form, which allows me to do this thing again, yay, and the Thunder Chip, which acts the same way it did in 0-1. Also, forms increase your stats somewhat. And now, I'm gonna actually go feed some elves. And it works the exact same in this game, except for this game, you have to talk to CL. You can talk to this computer to learn 2 random things. No, not 2 random, it's set on the game. One annoying thing is that you have to ask about the cyber elves first. But anyway, if any of you guys have run into that glitch before, please tell me, because I want to know how I can activate that, because that's rather useful. It might as well guarantee me an A rank in the next stage. Actually, what is my next stage? Thunder Chip, so I guess I'm going to the fire stage next, actually. Now, Putnik I remember being useful. I think he's the Totten of this game, only nowhere near as broken. And then there's that guy who gives you 2 extra lives, which I do not need. Even though I died quite a bit too. That last boss. That glitch is weirding me out. Watch that happen to me again in another game. Then again, 0-3, I won't need it, because I'm awesome at 0-3. See you guys next time.